Hello, everyone. So it's good to be back. Apologies for not making a video for like 2 weeks when I said I would make one like every week. Or maybe I didn't even say that, but that's what I was thinking, that I would do like at least one video per week, at least of these little check-in vlogs. So a few things to say. I wanted to orient you to my new Facebook page, which is the same as my YouTube URL, so just facebook.com/BenToTheCat. Nobody's been liking anything on my Facebook page, so the idea was to like promote my YouTube channel, but I haven't paid anything like to sponsor the different posts yet. It's like $3 or $5 per post to give it more outreach, but I don't know if that'll even work. Like, look at this. Okay, I posted something really funny like 2 weeks ago, like a long time ago, and nobody liked it. Let me show you. Okay, wait, you know Tommy Lahren, that like attractive Republican person who works for The Blaze, and she always goes on these really like serious, ridiculous rants where everything she says is wrong, but she thinks she's like being really revolutionary and intelligent. So I was like, so this is my post. I was like, I feel like getting a clown for my next birthday party. Or I wrote B-Day party. How far in advance do I need to call to book Tommy Lahren? Ha 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 ha. So funny. 94 people reached, meaning the post went to like 94 people. And it only, guess how many people liked it? 5 people, including me, liked it. So it's kind of hard to predict. Like sometimes you put your all into something, into a thought, into a creative expression, and it doesn't really manifest the way you want. Look at this other post. Okay, never mind. No, not that one. Wow. Okay. Okay, so my other post was like, I wanted to see if like people were actually reading my post. So I was like, let's see if this post can get 3 likes, parentheses, starting small, comma, work with me, ... And it got like 5-6 likes, so, including me. So we succeeded on that front. So anyway, I just wanted to like say that that's there, that I have a Facebook page now, in addition to my Facebook profile. Just trying to diversify my crowd. So this is super random, but I got one of these window toys, like the solar powered ones, and basically the sun shines on here and then like it does a little dance. But the other day I left my window open overnight and then it was like raining and there was wind and it like fell down, and I think the toy broke because it doesn't even like properly do it anymore. And today, while it was bright outside, it wasn't working. But usually it's so cute, like, I don't know. See, it's not even doing it, but they're so cute. Like, I've seen a couple of people have them in the window or in the, like inside their windshield in the car and stuff like that. So, I really wanted to get one, and I got it from the Dollar Tree. So they had like a couple of different varieties, so I got it. So dollar lost, whatever. And even though it's not moving, it's kind of festive and decorative to have there, so I don't mind it. Other order of business. So I always think about like when I'm eating food, because I'm on a really selective diet. I'm vegetarian, which I'm not willing to compromise on, and I'm also gluten-free, which I'm not willing to compromise on. So I eat like a lot of interesting, expensive food. Let's see here. What was I going to show you? Oh, okay. So I got this thing, Breyer's Gelato Indulgences, which I had a really bad feeling about because I thought it would be a disappointment, but it was actually beautiful and it was extremely tasty. It's like this smooth texture, and it's like lighter than ice cream. So it's like almost moussey, and it has like a chocolate hazelnut fudgy type of thing, kind of like Nutella mixed into it, and then it has like a chocolate topping, and it's so freaking good. Like, it's really good. It tastes like gelato. It's really good. So I would highly recommend that. this thing, Breyer's Gelato Indulgences, chocolate hazelnut, and I know there's other flavors too. Oh, maybe I'll give you a little tour of like other things that I eat. So during the week, if I don't have time to cook, I'll get these Amy's meals, and they're kind of convenient to just pop in the microwave and eat. So I got, that was the 3-cheese kale bake, so it was like a little pasta thing, teriyaki. These are all mostly vegan or vegetarian. The pasta ones have dairy. And then, oh, the other thing is, okay, I was gonna tell you, gluten-free bread is pretty hit or miss. Nowadays, it's pretty good compared to when I was first diagnosed, like long ago. And all the gluten-free breads would just be like horrible. So this one, the Essential Baking Company superseded multigrain bread. I found it on the shelf, so I was like, oh, that's nice. It doesn't have to be refrigerated or whatever. I got it from Wegmans. It looks like this. I thought it would be okay, but it tastes really weird. It might be good for certain things, but some of the ingredients are like fruit juices, so it has this like weird sweetness. So one of the things I like to do with bread is I like to put Nutella on it, or like toast it and put Nutella, or like not toast it and put Nutella on it raw, and it's really good. But when I put it on that bread, it was clashing with the sweetness of like the fruit juices that were in the bread recipe. So it tasted really weird. So I didn't like that, but I have this other bread that has not failed me, and it tastes really good. Let me show you that one. So this is coming out of the freezer right now. So I freeze it until it's ready, and then I pop it in the fridge. So this is Canyon Bakehouse, gluten-free 7-grain bread. And it's super good. Like, it's a very bready bread, if you know what I mean. Like, you can use it with anything. You can use it with sweet toppings, more savory things. And, I mean, this one has organic cane sugar or whatever in it, too. So, like, it's sweetened, but much, much less. Like, it's very compatible with other things. Also, Evol, I don't know how to pronounce it, but I have one of these. I might have already showed you this, but a lot of their products that are gluten-free are non-vegetarian, but this one was vegetarian and gluten-free, vegetable enchiladas. It's pretty good too. Other than that, I just have like a whole bunch of random things in my fridge. Lara bars are always go-to. These are super good. Oh, I love these. These are kind of like came on the shelves recently. They're like, remember those little Ritz sandwiches with either the cheese in them or the peanut butter in them? It's like that, but the gluten-free version, and there probably isn't that much of a difference, but I used to be huge on those snacks when I was little. So it's great. It's great to have a gluten-free alternative. Okay, that's all I'm willing to share for now as far as food. I got this thing from Trader Joe's the other day too that was really, really good. You know macarons, right? Not macaroons, the Italian ones, but macarons, macaron, the French delicacy. So I got pumpkin macarons from Trader Joe's for maybe $3 or $4 for 12 from, I believe, the freezer section, possibly the fridge section. But they were so freaking good, and they tasted just like macarons from Ladre or any designated macaron shop, except if you go to a macaron shop or any bakery where they sell macarons, they will be super expensive. They'll be like $2 to $3 each, or usually like $2.50 each, which is way too much. So for 12, they would probably charge you like $12 to $15. But these were maybe $3 to $4 for 12. So super good deal. They taste exactly the same. They had no gluten ingredients, but it didn't say gluten-free, but like there were no gluten ingredients. So let's hope and pray. Usually macarons are gluten-free, although when like less authentic people make them, sometimes they cross-contaminate, sometimes they put flour. Actually, I went to a McDo or a McDonald's in France, close to Nice, somewhere. In this like small place, this summer, and they have macarons in McDonald's in in France, which is pretty cool. But their recipe had wheat in it, so it wasn't sans gluten. Oh, okay, wait. So this is super random, but I would always say like, I would always pronounce gluten in French as gluten because it seemed like that's how it should be pronounced. But then when I went to France, like, I would say, oh, est-ce que vous avez de nourriture sans gluten or whatever? And then they would be like, oh, oui, oui, nous avons blah, 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 like, sans gluten. They would say like gluten. So, like when they would repeat it back. So then I just co-opted that pronunciation. But I always thought like, maybe I like over-Frankified it. But yeah, that's an interesting linguistic note. There's something, like most of French, some people say like, oh, there's so many hidden pronunciations or like extra letters or whatever, but actually most of French pronunciation is very standard, aside from like very high frequency words, which are the exceptions. But then occasionally there's words that you realize like you've been saying wrong. Like the word for perfume, le parfum, it's like spelled P-A-R-F-U-M. So I always said parfume, but it's parfum, it's parfum. So that I only realized after taking like 3 years of French, and I got really like embarrassed for myself that I wasn't realizing that. Anyway, so I guess I've been talking for 11 minutes and for no reason really, but I just felt like making a vlog because it's been like 2 weeks since I made my last vlog. But again, this is totally dumb. Like I didn't plan anything. I didn't write anything down. I need to start planning these vlogs because that was my intent. Remember the first episode? I was like, these vlogs are going to be better than the last ones. The last ones were very haphazard and impromptu, and like there were other people in the background like interacting with me, and it was like reality TV. But this is like I'm always just like alone in my apartment doing nothing and like talking about things that are on my mind and like not even on my mind. So anyway, oh my god, Kim Kardashian was robbed at gunpoint in Paris, which was super shocking. And a lot of people are writing articles now about how the response to it was not good because people kind of like trivialized the incident, even though it was super serious news, just because of like the way that Kim Kardashian is perceived in general. So they used a really interesting phrase for that. It was like the abject trivialization, I believe. I can't find it now, but something like that. And at first I was like, that's an overreaction. But then I was like, oh, maybe it is an abject trivialization of womanhood. What else is big in news? I don't know. It's an election year, but it doesn't feel like an election year because everyone gave up. Once Bernie took the blow and went away from our hearts, it's kind of just been mockery since then. Okay, well, this is just trailing on now, so I'm going to leave. Goodbye. Thanks for watching.